You probably wouldn't believe it, but more than 2,000 years ago, the Romans were already tunneling through entire mountains without explosives or excavators. To bring water from Lake Albano into the city, they carved long underground aqueduct tunnels deep through solid rock. Before excavation began, workers coated the tunnel walls with waterproof mortar to reduce leakage. They then installed wooden supports to hold up the ceiling and prevent cave-ins. But a new challenge quickly emerged. The aqueduct stretched for dozens of kilometers. Digging from a single entrance would have taken decades. To solve this, the Romans developed an ingenious vertical shaft system. Along the planned route, they dug shafts every few dozen meters, allowing multiple crews to enter underground and excavate from different locations at the same time. Soon, the mountain had become a network of active construction sites. These shafts also brought fresh air and sunlight underground, while excavated rock and soil could be hauled directly to the surface, keeping the narrow tunnels clear. But another problem soon appeared, with dozens of crews digging at once. Even the slightest mistake in direction could prevent the tunnels from ever meeting, so the engineers suspended plumb bobs inside the shafts. Because each plumb line always hung perfectly vertical, workers could compare it with their guide marks to correct the tunnel's alignment. By continuously adjusting both direction and gradient, they ensured that separate tunnel sections met precisely underground. When they encountered unstable rock, they reinforced the tunnel with additional wooden supports. If a wide valley blocked the route, they switched to building massive stone aqueduct bridges instead. Stone masons stacked huge blocks one by one, creating enclosed channels that carried water high above the valley. If a single tier wasn't tall enough, they simply added another, and then another, until the aqueduct maintained the proper slope. Large aqueducts often required tens of thousands of stone blocks and the labor of many thousands of workers. The Romans were just as strict about water quality. Near the source, they built settling tanks where water flowed through a series of chambers. Sediment slowly settled to the bottom, and only clean water continued into the aqueduct before reaching baths, fountains, and homes. Even more remarkable, the entire system required no engines or pumps. Powered only by a slight change in elevation, it carried water continuously for dozens of kilometers. More than 2,000 years later, parts of these Roman aqueducts are still standing, and some are still carrying water today.